Hello, ladies and gentlemen, sports fans of all ages. Welcome to another episode of Cocktails and Curveballs. I'm Jim. I'll be your host today. As always, joined by Tyler, Lee, and Patrick. I'd like to first give a shout out to our men and women in uniform, both foreign and domestic, both past and present. Without you guys, we couldn't do what we do. I also like to give a big shout out to our first responders. Again, we couldn't do what we do without you guys doing what you do. So thank you all. So here we go, guys. Another episode. We got to talk about free agency, right?
Oh man,
It
free
just
agency has just gotten absolutely bananas.
is this the best year for free agency? I
It's
mean,
I can't say best, but craziest. Craziest. There's just speaking from my point of view, I'm a Dolphins fan, and apparently we felt it to be a good idea to basically interchange our entire defense. Like outside of maybe two or three guys, we're going to have an entirely new defense next year. And regardless of the caliber players you're bringing in, and they did bring in some good players, like these guys are going to have to take a few games to learn the scheme, man. How do you bring in 8 new defenders, the guys, players on defense, and expect them to hit the ground running by the time? New defensive coordinator, new players. It's crazy. And again, Jim, talk about your team, the Steelers, with bringing in Fields and Wilson. Jesus, that team is going to take on a completely different complexion next season.
you
Can you
know,
admit, though, that the Steelers kind of just literally raped in broad daylight the Bears on that Justin Fields deal?
And how are the Bears fans feeling?
Oh, they're banking on Caleb Williams. But the Steelers went
Jesus.
from a really, really sketch quarterback room to having one of the best problems in all of football.
Oh my
Russell
God.
Wilson or Justin Fields?
I don't understand.
I honestly don't know how I feel about that, you guys. I mean, one of them's got to hit, right? You would think.
Oh,
Well, one of them will hit.
Um,
There's no doubt in my mind. Listen, Russell Wilson, nobody should be surprised if Wilson has 4 more legitimately Pro Bowl years in him. There's no doubt in my mind.
Yeah, but you got Justin Fields, maybe one of the
Okay.
most exciting, quarterbacks. Maybe learn a little bit from Russell Wilson, learn the pro game. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that, but I do know how I feel about Patrick Queen, and I do know how I feel about Deshaun Elliott. That's fucking awesome. And it's funny. It's no coincidence that right after the Ravens signed Derrick Henry, that Deshaun Elliott gets signed by the Steelers.
And for anybody that doesn't know, Deshaun Elliott, ex-Raven, Lion, I think he was a Dolphin. And you can turn the tape on. He stuck Derrick Henry in a game when he was a Raven multiple times, like stopped Derrick Henry in his fucking tracks. And
shit.
He's a thumper. I don't know. He's gonna get beat, but
he's there solely for the Ravens run game. I'll put money on it. I mean,
Yeah.
I guess what blows me away. This is a part that's just so confusing to me, man. I don't understand. I guess maybe I don't know the intricacies of the situation that went down. Do you mean to tell me all the NFL teams that not only need a quarterback this coming year, but haven't had a quarterback for a while, like none of these teams could have threw the Bears a fifth, a fourth for Justin Fields? I don't understand. Even Miami, I'm a Dolphins fan, and okay, technically speaking, you could say that we have our quarterback for next year, but why not bring Fields in? You mean give up a 6 and bring Fields in? I'd have been all about that for Miami.
I saw something that said they had better offers than what they took. Why the fuck would you not take the best offer?
Because they're the Bears.
Because it was the Vikings or some shit, right? The Vikings were like, we'll give you a third.
Yeah.
Well,
but then you're trading, you know what I mean? I don't, why would you not take the best offer?
If you're Chicago, though, are you wanting to trade him within the division?
That's what I'm saying. Like, that makes sense if they didn't do it because it was the Vikings or the Lions. Right. You know what I mean? That makes sense. But other than that, like,
well, okay, but that's conflicting too, because if you're worried about how good he's going to be in the division, why the fuck are you trading him in the first place?
That's
Jesus, really?
That's right. I mean, I don't understand the whole thing, but it could turn into a 4th-round draft pick, depending on how much he plays.
Yeah,
Plays next
51%. If he gets 51%, that six
Which,
turns into a
you know,
4.
that's like winning a toaster, man. It's like winning. We got a 4th. Oh, that's a dubious prize, dude. You know what? I've never wanted a quarterback to go somewhere and light it up more in my fucking life. I hope he shoves it right down the Bears' throat. I hope Caleb comes in and he's a bust, man. Bears, you fucking deserve this, man. You deserve every bit of this shit. You absolutely do.
I absolutely agree. They just, I don't, man, that outside of the Raiders and possibly now, I mean, what did the Cowboys do to get better?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Look
Absolutely
at Denver.
Nothing.
Look at Denver.
And do you know how many players that Dallas has under contract that are stars that are after 24? Their contracts are up.
Yeah.
Including Dak Prescott. I mean, I'm talking that entire team. I don't know what the hell Dallas is going to happen with Dallas, but I was looking at some of their stats. I'm like, they have like 8 or 9 players that are the heart of that entire team that their contracts come due at the end of 24. They're free agents. So who the fuck, where are you going to spend the money, Jerry? You know, maybe call up the Bears and say, hey, what's the best route to take to get some talent?
But you know,
Dallas
the Bears
losing people too.
The Bears haven't made the playoffs since like Nom, right? And I mean, it just wash, rinse, and repeat with that fucking franchise, man. I don't. So okay, you had Fields playing with 10 guys from accounting. Now you're gonna have a rookie Caleb Williams playing with 10 guys from accounting. Oh, I'm sure it's gonna go well.
I think their offense could be not bad next year. They just traded for Keenan Allen. Keenan Allen is one of the safest bets in the league.
Absolutely.
Like if you're a rookie if you're bringing in a rookie quarterback, there's maybe a handful of guys that you would want more, I think, than Keenan Allen, a guy that just doesn't drop the football. His safety blanket, you know what I mean? Like is going to get 100 catches. He's going to get 1,200 yards.
Yep, big
and
guy.
And he could bail out a quarterback.
And DJ Moore.
Absolutely.
So now it's Keenan Allen, DJ Moore. Did they sign
DeAndre Swift?
Swift, right? Yeah, that was the other one.
Have you guys seen the changeover that the Chargers? So I saw this list of the starters on offense last year, and the only one that's the same going into this next season is Herbert.
Yeah.
I mean, receivers gone, running backs gone. I mean, I don't know, man. I mean, it just seems like Buffalo's losing a lot of players.
Is that like the Patrick Mahomes syndrome, right? Because the Chiefs went, yeah, dude, we'll pay you. You're gonna make a ton of money, but that doesn't leave a lot left, you know,
a lot of empty cupboards.
A lot of empty cupboards, but Justin Herbert is supposed to be that guy, right? Like he's supposed to be the guy that got that huge contract that doesn't need the best weapons necessarily, that can get it done with guys from accounting. You know what I mean?
But here's what I want to know about Herbert, and there's a few other quarterbacks you could, and Kirk Cousins comes to mind. At what point in time, listen, so I was one of Herbert's biggest supporters. I'm like, man, this kid's electric. This kid's going to set records. But here we are, year 3. He's still, last time I checked, I think he's 4 or 5 games under 500 for a career in the NFL. Last year, he didn't light it up. He was good. He was, I don't know if he put him top 10, but he had good, he had a good season. But at what point in time do you need more out of this kid, though, man? I mean, it's he went out there and won Rookie of the Year. He's losing games last season. He probably shouldn't lose. And okay, the offense, the coaching, they bring in a new coach, but I think we're kind of towing the line with Justin Herbert that, dude, like, you're starting to be not as great as what everybody anticipated. I mean, you got to start holding this kid liable for not winning ball games.
Well,
man.
Hey,
at
Pat,
what point in time is it?
Herbert's going into his 5th year. He got drafted right after Tua. He was the next pick after Tua. So the fact of the matter is he got the huge money early because he came in and lit it up.
Right. Rookie of the Year. Yep.
Yeah. So now I don't know what the story is there, but Harbaugh's gonna have some work to do. when he
You
gets
know what?
You want to talk about franchises that are in disarray? I just saw something the other day because like the whole Lamar Jackson thing, right, with his contract and what was going to happen, and nobody wanted to trade for him. That whole deal. I saw something that said that the Falcons, who just signed our boy Kirk Cousins, right, for like 4 years, 180 or 160 or 180, right?
Yep.
That they could have had Lamar Jackson for 4 years, 200.
You know what's tough
Last
though
year.
too is how many.
I mean, for at that point, couple extra mils, like
Right.
Money is
I mean,
crazy
that's
because
it.
Kirk Cousins has won one playoff game. One.
Yeah, and that's
Oh,
my
he's
point.
made
He's a
so
very-
he has made so much fucking money.
So
in the
much
NFL.
money.
Oh, it's
This is his
insane
fourth-
the amount of money.
this is-
He walks around with the goddamn ski mask on because he's been robbing teams for his entire fucking career.
And he's
This
really
is his
good.
fourth-
And I like him.
fourth
but
big
He is
contract.
good, yes, but he's
one
made-
playoff win for that kind of money?
Guys,
You like
this-
I
that?
don't know.
That's my
Every-
favorite thing. I say that almost every day, and people are like, "What are you talking about? You like that?" When he's in the tunnel, I do that all the time.
Yeah.
You know what though, you guys think about Kirk Cousins. He is in number wise, he is top 5 every fucking year.
He is.
I mean,
Okay.
you can't go with him playing quarterback. And I'm going to say this about Justin Herbert too. I mean, look, Josh Allen, same thing. Okay, you have to have, yes, we can always say the quarterback, and we always do. But they are franchise quarterbacks. But the franchise needs to play and coach and everything to help them. You can't blame Kirk Cousins with the numbers that he's put up in Minnesota. You can't blame Kirk Cousins for them not getting to the playoffs or having one playoff win. You know, their defense has normally been average at best.
Yeah.
You know, outside of Justin Jefferson and Dalvin Cook in the early years, they haven't really, you know, had a whole lot. And
And
now
maybe because I don't have
Cardinals.
$1 billion, I mean, I'm not going to spend that kind of money on that guy. If what Tyler said is true, Lamar Jackson for 4 years for 200, that
was
would have
the
been a
deal.
no-brainer.
They were
for me.
they were gonna have to give up like a couple picks also. But
Yeah, that's Lamar Jackson. Why wouldn't you?
that's what I
Yeah,
mean.
well,
Like that just
Well,
Falcons, right? Though, like we talk about bad franchises all the time on here. And
Well,
you're
and
like,
now we're looking. I just read something too. The Buffalo Bills. You want to talk about a team in disarray?
Oh man, I said they're
Hey.
losing a lot of people.
Well, they're so far over the salary cap, even though
Yeah.
the salary cap has been extended or whatever.
yeah, it goes up like every
they're
year.
so far over the salary cap that, you know, they're letting guys like Tre'Davious White just go, cut him, release him.
Jordan Poole.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
he signed with the
mean-
Dolphins, right?
Yeah.
Or
1 year.
Yeah.
Poyer, is that his last name?
Poyer.
Poyer.
Yeah.
Poyer. That's
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Poyer. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
But that's why
yeah,
the
now-
free agency has been nuts.
Dude,
Because there's
now
a lot of
James-
teams. Miami has a salary cap issue too.
The
Why do you think
Ravens
we're
have a
letting
salary
everybody go?
cap issue too. They're like, I'm
Well,
fucking releasing
listen.
people
what-
also.
With Christian Wilkins went to the Raiders, and him and Max Crosby are going to be a wrecking machine. There's I don't know anybody that's going to dispute that. That being said, so they threw Christian Wilkins 27 mil per. Now both things can be true. Miami's going to miss Christian Wilkins, but he's not worth 27 million. He's never made Pro Bowl. I think last year, Pro Football Focus, which is essentially the NFL Bible as far as all ratings go, Pro Football Focus had him like the 11th ranked D tackle, which is good. That's good. It's not 27 million good. He's never made the Pro Bowl. Miami's going to miss him. And our run defense, he was a leader on the defense, and I wish they could have found some way to keep the guy. I'm going to miss him. But I'm glad Miami did not throw him 27 million per, man. There's no way he's worth that. No
Well,
way.
and we keep talking about resetting the rookie contracts, you know, which is what the Bears are doing, basically.
Oh yeah.
They're going to reset this and get Caleb in there on a rookie contract. But how much? I mean, it's got to work for other positions, right? Christian Wilkins being a prime example. You think you can get somebody in the draft, reset that record in year 2, year 3? He's Christian Wilkins.
Okay, but do you write that off though, Jim, as Christian Wilkins resetting the market, or just the Raiders being fucking morons? Because that might be some of it too.
Well, I think that's like to your point, Jim. It's good franchises, right, that can do that are willing to go, sorry, man, we can't sign you. Like you're worth too much now. They play so well that they play themselves out of a franchise.
Right.
But they go, but actually last year we already drafted your backup because we knew we weren't going to be able to fucking sign you.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but that's good teams, right? Like those are the teams that are consistently good. The Bears flipping Justin Fields for nothing and then bringing in another rookie quarterback. You're just like, okay, I've already fucking seen this story. I know this isn't gonna go well.
And what makes it worse,
unless it does.
what makes it worse is the Bears do not have a good track record. We're not talking about a team that is routinely in the fucking playoffs. We're talking about a team that fails every year.
Yeah, how would you feel? How would you feel being a rookie quarterback, knowing the Bears have the number 1 pick?
Jesus.
Like, fuck, they've ruined so many quarterbacks.
Yeah.
You know,
Caleb came out and said,
like, right? We've kind of shit on Caleb Williams about like not maybe being like the most personable, like the guy that you would want at number 1. But also, he's known for fucking how long that the Bears have this pick. And he's like, God damn it, I don't want to go there.
Is he going to
go? Why the fuck would you? Because why would you want to go there?
What do you think that he's going to say? I'm not going, because that's on the table.
He came out and said that he would play for Chicago.
I think
he said he would play for Chicago.
Yeah, he's going to be the Bears quarterback.
Hey guys, I got to ask real quick before I kill this. Do all of us here, do we participate in energy drinks? Do you guys have an energy drink? Okay. So what about Monsters?
I drink so much fucking caffeine in a day.
Okay, so you have Monsters from time to time?
I'm not a big Monster guy. The white ones aren't bad, but Monster's not my shit.
Okay, so listen, man, I was buying beer yesterday and some stuff for barbecuing, and I walked past. I'm looking at all this beer in this huge cooler, and I see a pack of Monster, and I'm like, why is there fucking energy drinks in the beer cooler? Well, this right here, you can see that. It's just called the Beast, and this is like the original green one. Now, just so you know, this is no caffeine, but 6% alcohol.
Wow.
And they have, in this 4-pack, the white one that you were talking about. I used to drink the hell out of that. They have a berry one, but this thing tastes exactly like the energy drink. But it's 6% alcohol. I swear to God, it tastes identical. The white one too. And I was just like,
is it
no caffeine in this? It's alcohol.
Soda? Is it like a hard soda?
It tastes exactly like the energy drink. It's not a carbonated seltzer. It's nothing like that, which I was nervous about.
Can they put caffeine in alcoholic drinks? Because I know like Four Locos, right?
You can.
In like
you can
2009 to like 2011.
Four Locos. Dying.
People, it was like bad.
Yeah, it was bad.
I remember drinking. I was like right in that age where like I was like 20-ish, 21. Those things were fucking insane. Dude, those were insane.
I know. But not healthy.
Yeah, they were dying. People were like blacking out and getting like, it was a big deal up at Central, right? Like that's what changed the whole thing, is that a bunch of people said that they got drugged and shit, and they found out there was nothing in their shit. They found out that they were just drinking Four Locos.
Yep.
It was like a big, like the police came.
But this,
like it was.
If you guys see this,
we got roofied. No, you had 2 Four Locos.
If you guys see this out, there's no caffeine like that. So hopefully, my heart will be good. My liver won't, but 6% and it tastes just like an original energy drink.
Huh.
It's scary when you crack one of these in the morning. I may have had a few before I went and met with an architect, so I'm just throwing that out
when
there.
You think you're grabbing an energy drink out of your fridge and you grab that on accident? Put that in your lunchbox?
Yeah.
No shit. No, but they're actually really good. If you like those energy drinks, these are really good, man.
Quite frankly,
I just need to pace myself on them.
quite frankly, now glad you said something about that, Lee, because I'm probably going to have to start looking at guys' energy drinks at work a little closer now.
Make sure they're not
Dude,
being.
I've said it.
Drinking
I've said it
monsters, I'm gonna
so
have to
many
hate.
times that you could sneak like a seltzer in your lunchbox and have that at lunch and be like, I'm not gonna
Like,
get in trouble for this. I
how
can fucking
big-
drink this real fast.
How big of a professional drinker are you to sneak fucking booze in your lunchbox so you can drink at work?
Are you judging me right now?
Hey,
Yeah,
what you're
I
doing?
feel like you're singling me out right now.
I'm telling
like,
you guys, I'm telling you guys, I won't say where I work, but I find them little shooters everywhere on the job site.
Jesus.
Little fireball and it all different kinds. But yeah,
Fucking Betty Ford is calling your name, man. The Betty
I know.
Ford Clinic. Get your ass into fucking treatment. Good God.
Pat, well, you used to probably do that too, where you had a little alcohol on the job, or did you just, when you were a stalker, didn't you just steal the alcohol?
Well, I think steal is kind of a strong word. I think I removed the breakage, and if some were not broken, that's not on me. But that being said, today, so I'm drinking a Modelo, limon. It's a Chelada limon and sal, S-A-L. It's not salt, sal. So that's what I'm drinking today.
That means salt, I think, though.
Lime and
Yeah,
salt.
probably.
Lime and salt.
Probably is.
Yeah.
So has anybody ever, when you leave work and your buddy says, let's stop and have one, in the history of mankind, has anybody ever stopped and had one? That's what I want to know.
Nope.
Ever?
Never.
If you stop to have, if you actually do just have one, it's because you're like, no, I'm already late. My old lady's fucking pissed. I can have one. Other than if you just stop in with the buddy, you don't got shit else to do and go, we'll just get one.
I feel
I'll
like
fucking
that's
belly up to a bar, dude. I will belly up to a bar and shut the motherfucker down. It's light outside when I get there, and they'll have to kick me out.
Yeah.
If I haven't already been kicked out because of the way that I fucking act in public. And that's no joke, dude. Look at my fucking eye. I come
That's
back
fair.
to my hometown for fucking 2 days. Train wreck. Train wreck, dude. Get off the tracks, baby. The train is fucking coming. God
I mean,
damn.
I feel like if you ever do stop and just have one, I feel like I read somewhere that that's a punch on your man card, man.
Well, here's the thing. If you can do that, why did you even stop?
Right. I agree. Yep.
Listen, man, there's times where, Ty, you said that if you're late or you're going to get your ass chewed or whatever, okay, well, you're already going to get your ass chewed. You might as well have 2, 3, 4, 5. Might as well.
Okay, well, let's not when you do it fucking 7 days in a row.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Like
that's
maybe just one is okay.
Yeah, that's probably rough. You're kind of putting yourself behind the 8 ball 7 straight days. So
By the way,
I don't know that
guys,
just one's ever okay.
got
Oh,
the
Buckskins.
again.
Oh,
there we go.
Buckskin.
Excellent.
So
At least you won't be having to get called out to work again.
But back to the free agency thing, I just kind of thinking, I was going through all those signings and stuff today, and I can't, and I think it's Miami, patently. I think it's Miami that they signed 2 offensive guards to a lot of fucking money.
I know they brought over the center. I know they brought the center over from
The
Tennessee.
center over.
Yeah, but
That's the only one I paid attention.
Maybe it wasn't Miami, but whoever I was going through, and God, there are names that I don't even recognize, you guys, and I feel like I pay attention that are signing for big money, and I'm not getting this 15, 20 million a year for somebody. I'm like,
Yeah.
Never even heard of that guy.
What about the
yeah.
running? What about we've talked about this on here before, but like the running backs, talk about the most interchangeable position in the fucking world.
Yeah.
It's anybody. It's anymore, dude. It's fucking anybody.
Yeah. It doesn't.
And you're like, oh well, we're not going to pay him 10 million next season. We'll pay somebody 8 million that is going to also.
Or we'll just draft a rookie. We'll just draft a rookie. I mean, in the third round. Not even in the first round. I know Miami I did see the list. So for what Christian Wilkins signed at 27 million. Miami signed 7 players, seven guys
yeah.
on defense. And these aren't,
I saw
and
that.
you know, that's fine if you're talking about Billy Wilson and Harry Anderson and guys you've never heard of, but there's 7 names. There's a few of these guys that have been to Pro Bowl. They're really good defenders. So is it going to be a good idea? I mean, we'll wait and see. But just to put it in perspective, what one Christian Wilkins cost, I mean, if you make up your mind that we're not spending that on one guy, especially a D tackle, not a quarterback, I mean, Raiders. I think he'll do well in Oakland next year, L.A. Raiders. But
yeah, but don't you think that how this is going? Because there are these teams that are putting up all that money, right? And they're going to be so far above the cap next year, the year after that, that every year free agency is just going to keep steamrolling. It's going to get harder and harder because these teams are trying to win now, and they're going to spend all that money to bring in all these people, you know. And Wilkins to Vegas, come on, man. Crosby already is all world. Watch him next season.
I know it.
Watch him next season.
I know it. You're gonna have to double team somebody, you know. But there's no secret, man. There's a reason why the Baltimores and the Pittsburghs and the Kansas Cities and these teams are in the playoffs routinely every single year. Take a fucking why do you think that is, man? It's because they draft. They just keep the line moving, man. They lose when these guys get value and they can't afford anymore. They plug in a rookie and he becomes a Pro Bowl. I mean, it's dude. There's just you got to have a great scouting department and you have to draft well. You can't if you pick 7 times in a draft and miss on 5 of them. You become the Bears, man. That's who you are. You're the Bears.
You know, to be
those
fair,
guys miss on every pick, though. It's not even like pick. They don't even get 2 of them right, dude. It's every single one that don't make it past their fucking rookie deal.
Exactly.
Yeah, they're fucked.
You know, to be fair, the Steelers, they have in the last few years because they've had no money. I mean, they're signing guys that are well past their prime to veteran contracts and stuff, you know, in the past, I don't know, almost 10 years now, I think, because they've had no money. The Roethlisberger effect, you know, him not willing to restructure or anything like that so they've had to build through the draft. And when you're doing that, you're going to miss more than you hit. I will guarantee.
Yeah.
When that's the only way you're building, when you've got 7 picks, and sometimes you don't even have that many because you've traded away some picks. When you have 7 picks and that you have to try and hit on every one of them, you're going to miss more than you're going to hit. And they have, but this year they freed up, you know, with the extension on the salary cap, and they freed up some money, and just out of pure.
They got Wilson for what? 1.4 million?
1.2 million. And Denver's paying 38 million of Wilson's
So
contract.
I mean, that's a
Like
no-brainer.
Justin Fields is making more than Russell Wilson this year.
Yeah, but it's like 1.6
No.
unless they grab his 5th-year option, which is 25.
No,
That's what I read.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but no, they're no way. Wilson is still making 39, almost 40 million next year.
Yeah,
Right, but not from the
sorry,
Steelers. I'm talking
just
from the
talking-
Steelers.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not from the Steelers.
Denver's picking up
Yes.
almost all of that, right?
Yeah.
38.
Yep.
They're
Yeah.
picking Denver's picking up 38 million.
Yeah.
So
for-
is Denver
for a
They
guy-
now-
just lit $85 million on fucking fire and threw it in the street.
Well, so a total is 58. They put it at, they basically ate 58 million to account against the cap next year. Now put that into perspective, okay?
That's
Put
so
that in
fucking
perspective.
crazy.
If Wilson goes to the Pittsburgh Steelers, when he goes to the Steelers next year, and he leads them to, 11-6 record, a 12-5 record, they make it to the first round, make it into the second round. Here's the Denver Broncos. Broncos ain't winning more than 6 games next year. I'll be shocked if they win that many. Okay.
If they went 4 games, I'd be shocked.
Okay. So what you've effectively done is you've paid Wilson to take Pittsburgh to the playoffs. Now you want to talk about fire the entire front fucking office, man. Fire everybody. Fire everybody.
Yeah, but the
man.
Broncos are starting to resemble the Bears, man.
Jesus.
I mean,
that's gonna could potentially go down as one of the worst trades of all time.
I think
Was
it will.
Seattle and Denver.
I think it's already there, bud.
It's already, yeah, it's probably already
I
there.
mean,
But think
that's
about it.
gotta
When
be
they
the
made this
worst-
trade, I don't know about you guys, but I know I was talking to Lee about it. I think we were sitting in a bar, we're sitting somewhere, and as soon as they made that trade, I looked at Lee and I said, "Well, who's he going to play with when he was coming to Denver?" Because I said they traded
Yep.
a King's Rent. They traded all the draft picks, so they couldn't restock the cupboard, and then they trade 3 really good a Pro Bowl tight end from Denver and 2 other guys. I'm like, he's coming to a team. They're going to put bums around him because they don't have any draft picks and they traded any talent on their team. So how good is he going to do? And look what happened.
Every cupboard was empty when he got there.
Yeah,
And that's
like you
bullshit to
traded-
do to a guy. But
you
Seattle
traded
was
way
laughing.
too much,
They're like,
man.
hey, cool.
I
traded
say
way
this
too
all
much.
the time, but like the way that we all act over free agency and trade shit, like, dude, NFL is king. NFL is. This might be pushing it a little bit. The NFL is bigger than God. Like Sunday, that might
Hey.
be pushing it, and I'm
When you
I'm not
get up to the
standing on
pearly
that
gates-
necessarily. That's just something that came to me. Sundays are for football.
Yes, they are.
Well-
but when you get up to the pearly gates one day and St. Peter says, all right, get the Tyler Porter scrolls because you have to make penance for all of the shit you did in your
I'm not
life.
going up,
And
brother.
he rolls.
I'm never
and
going
he
to see the
rolls-
pearly
wait.
gates.
Yeah,
The
you
gates
will.
that I
He
want to
rolls
see
that
are
thing
fucking
and it
all lit on
goes.
fire.
The only thing I could say about
No.
that, the only thing I could say about that rebuttal is the one thing that the last couple of years and going forward, I hope it changes, that has put a bad taste in my mouth is the calls, man. Is the shady calls in the biggest moments of the game. I mean, we can speculate as to why they're under a microscope, that, there's so many, you can slow that time down and they were never been able to do that before. You can say that. You can say that. I mean, there's lots of different reasons, and maybe it is just by chance, but we've seen it the last couple of years. It just keeps getting worse and worse and worse, and it's the same teams getting these calls. I think it's safe to say that nobody gets more calls in the biggest moments of the game, the Kansas City Chiefs. Nobody does, man. I mean, and so I would like to see that change. And because, of course, teams are always going to get calls, the hometown calls. I can deal with that. I'm talking about the most egregious calls in the biggest moments of the game. It's just gotten crazy over the last couple of years.
Not going to change.
I'd really
I
like
hate
to
to
see
say it.
that even just slow down a little bit.
Everybody would, except for anyone that is a Chiefs fan. Everybody would
course.
like to see that change.
Of course.
But the bottom line is, it's not gonna. The NFL, Tyler said it, is king, right? The NFL is the biggest juggernaut that I think I've ever seen in my lifetime. They can pretty much do whatever the fuck they want to do and get away with it. And you
have
can sit,
people watch
bitch.
and have people watch.
Yes.
Is the thing.
And never step off and be like, fuck that, I ain't giving them my ratings, fuck that, I'm not watching anymore. Bullshit. They can do whatever the fuck they want. They can make referees wear pink tutus out on the fucking field, and people are still gonna watch, man.
Yep.
So to say
crazy.
that they're king is an understatement.
That's
It's
what I
just-
mean, right? Like, it's
hate it
so
when they-
it's so far above them being king. That's maybe the God thing was a little too much, but somewhere
That
in
was a stretch.
that realm, somewhere between they're the king and they're fucking God.
Yeah, well, I mean, and just to take this into account. So this is the off season. I mean, NFL's not even playing games right now,
yep,
and they're
that's-
dominating the news.
Yeah,
They're not even playing.
that's what I
games.
mean, dude. That's
And
when
they're dominating the news.
because shocking. We text each other, and when I said the NFL is king, that's like they're not even playing games, and they
No.
dominate the news. And then
Like,
absolutely.
and the combine just got done, right? And we all love the combine because we all love the fucking NFL, right? And then the draft is in April.
Right.
So all this free agency shit, like, it just keeps pushing it and pushing, and then it's OTAs, right? Then it's pre, and like we're so close that everybody's
Well-
just itching
well,
for
just
games.
to be
It's
clear,
crazy.
Just to be clear, I mean, there's some big sporting events going on right now. The Big Ten championship
March Madness, bro. March
Yeah,
Madness,
Connecticut.
bro.
Men's Connecticut won. This is the first time they won their conference since like 2011. That's like 13, 14 years. It's so there's a lot of big games, big things going on, and everybody's talking about the NFL.
That proves our point, though. I mean, that
Yeah,
kind of proves
that's
our
what I'm
point,
saying.
right?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
I mean,
Hey, Jim, I got a
NBA's
question.
winding down. There's a lot going on. Hockey, we've got,
Oh my God.
good races in hockey. Got the players going on this weekend. Nobody's even talking about it.
No,
Because
it's all free agency, man.
It's free agency.
And now with the meat and potatoes that have already signed, now the big list is, oh, here's the best of who's left.
Yeah.
So okay, let's check this. I mean, this is where everybody's talking about. Oh man, I hope you know who's still out there is Chase Young. You can't believe. Can you? That guy's 24. Nobody signed him yet. I'm hoping
Yeah.
Miami brings him in for a cup of coffee, man.
Or, dude, I hope the Ravens at least kick him around or like kick the tires a little bit.
He's still good, right? Chase Young.
He's still young enough that he
Oh,
could
yeah.
be dominant like the way he was
I
supposed to be.
can't believe he's still out there. Jesus.
Well, and again,
Well, what do we think?
Tre'Davious White. Tre'Davious
Yes.
White.
Yeah, Tre'Davious White is
Oh,
yeah.
good Lord.
and all
And
pro.
look out for the Texans, boys. I think the Texans are
The
gonna
fucking Texans are
be
coming.
good.
That's scary.
Yeah.
The AFC,
Yeah.
I hate that. We're all AFC guys.
Yep.
Houston's fucking coming.
Yeah.
I'll tell you
Fucking
what,
Houston
man.
with Stroud. Holy shit.
don't-
Then the
Houston
talent
is
they're picking up.
Fucking coming.
Don't sleep on Jacksonville either. I think Jacksonville they might be a force this next year
What
too.
the fuck are the Patriots gonna do?
They trade
they
Mac
go
Brown.
Take a shit.
They traded Mac Brown.
Mac Jones, right?
Mac
traded
Jones.
Yeah, they traded him to Jacksonville. That's when you just
Yeah.
said that. Like,
Yeah,
what the fuck are they doing?
I have no idea.
Bill
they've
Belichick
got, what do
went.
they got? What do they got? Number 4?
Yeah, I think so.
I think
Yep.
fourth.
Number
fourth
3 or
pick, I
number
think.
4 pick? Well,
Well,
They're
and-
going
and-
quarterback.
Where did Pickens go? Pickens apparently threw a tantrum when they traded for Wilson. So they
Pickett.
said, okay, you're fucking out of here too.
Pickett.
Yeah, Pickett.
Pickett.
Yeah, Pickett. He went to Philly.
Philly.
And to back up Hurts.
Back up Hurts.
Yeah.
I don't get that whatsoever. I know why they let him go, why they got rid of him. Because you're right, he did throw a tantrum when they signed Wilson. He canceled all private workouts with the receivers.
Yep.
That's
That's a dick move.
But yeah, dick move. He
Well, he's a
wasn't
young
good
kid.
enough.
Was
He's
he
not good
24?
enough. He's not good enough. He hasn't proven himself
I agree. I agree 100%.
to throw a tantrum over getting
I know it.
a better quarterback. But so here's the Eagles now. Do you have 2 playbooks now? Because they're not the same quarterback.
No.
Well,
they're
here's
not.
the thing. I think this is more kudos to your Steelers, Jimmy, because they're like, okay, where can we send this fucking crybaby to where he's never going to see the field? Oh wait, let's go let him
Didn't-
back up Jalen.
Did
He's
the
done. They
Eagles-
basically
did
killed
the
his
Eagles
career.
Well,
Did the
but
Eagles give
inevitably
up
Hurts is
more
gonna get hurt.
for Pickett than the Steelers did for Justin Fields? I'm like pretty sure that's a thing.
I'm pretty sure they did.
Oh, they did. They
I
did.
think
I
so.
think they got it
The Eagles traded more away to get
Yeah.
Kenny fucking Pickett
right.
than the Steelers did to get Justin Fields.
I think they traded him for a 5th.
What the fuck?
But there's a
Boom.
chance that Fields could turn into a 4th. But still,
Yeah,
still
even
though.
that.
yeah. They got a 5th out of him. I'm my mind's blown that the Bears felt the need. They needed to get Fields out of town so badly that they traded him for a 6th. I'm and then it pisses me off. I'm like, Miami, you fuckers couldn't afford it a 5th? Really? Are you
I
fucking
don't-
kidding me right now? Jesus Christ, man. I tell you. Don't even
It
get me
is tough.
started on
But get
And
back
why
to the
not
Texans.
just keep Justin Fields on the roster?
Yeah, he's on a rookie
If you're the
contract.
Bears
2 more
for
years.
a 6th,
Yeah.
dude, you're getting a backup. You're getting a backup right tackle
Here's-
in the 6th.
Well,
round.
here's the best thing the Bears. This is when I would have given Bears all the respect in the world. Is if they decided to ride with Justin Fields, they have 2 first-round picks, 1st overall. They could trade that 1st-round pick for stupid coin.
Yeah.
They could have completely rebuilt their fucking entire roster by trading that number 1 overall pick. Still drafted like number 3 or number 4. Got another 1st-round pick. And I mean, I mean, they could have just completely owned the draft this year, but the Bears got to be the Bears, man. Dumb.
Well, and who would they? How do you know who they would have drafted? There's the other thing with that organization.
Why you draft a wide receiver?
Yeah, you got Marvin Harrison or Malik Neighbors sitting
Right.
there, and you draft some, which would be what the Bears do.
Yeah.
You got Brock Bowers on the board. You need offense.
Right.
You need to give Fields. You need to give Fields some weapons, but who knows who they would have drafted? That's the thing.
Right.
Fields is laughing his ass all the way to Steel City right now, man.
Oh, I mean, it's he's
Even
got to be
like
so.
the Browns, right? The Browns. When they drafted Baker Mayfield? Everybody was like,
first overall, yeah.
what the fuck?
Yeah.
They were like, this guy has not been projected to go number one at all. I hope the Bears do some shit like that. I hope the Bears take like Marvin Harrison Jr. We're just like, oh shit, we were supposed to draft a quarterback there. We're like, oh god damn it.
Oh my god. So Baker got paid though, man. It's good to see. I like Baker Mayfield.
I do too. He's a competitor.
Yeah,
and
how
much better would the Browns have been this past year had Baker been playing for him?
They're the Browns though, right? Like Baker Mayfield got the fuck out of there and went somewhere else, and you're like, he is a starting quarterback in the NFL.
Browns just brought somebody big in. Who did they bring in? A big name. Was it the
Browns?
Yeah, Browns just signed somebody this free agent where literally, man, I was like, wow, they brought this guy. I can't remember.
Well, I know they brought in Jerry Jeudy. That's the only
Jerry Jeudy. Okay,
big name that I don't.
That'll help, right?
Well, fuck. He can't. I don't know, man. He's got all this talent, but he can't seem to catch the football. I don't know. We'll see.
Courtland Sutton
coming back?
I don't know why. Since he went to SMU, right?
Yep.
Courtland Sutton.
Yeah.
I don't know why. Since then, I've been like, the fuck guy's good. Like, would you just wait? Just wait. He's got to. And I don't know what. He hasn't done fuck. Like he hasn't done shit. Right? There's no reason that I feel that way about Courtland Sutton. That that's so weird, right? Like that you fall in. That's the NFL, right? That just goes back to them being king. That you fucking fall in love with some of these guys. You don't fall in love with guys. We don't fall in love.
I was saying, Tyler,
that's not how I mean it. You know what I'm saying? You fall in love with a player.
Yes.
And you're like, oh, fuck, I hope my team drafts this guy. And then they don't. And you're like, still follow their career a little bit. You're like, well, you like do a pretty good over. Isn't that so weird? So people that are fucking almost 40 years younger than you guys.
Why does that motherfucker always do the age thing? Why? Ageism is real, dude.
I think that was a little over the top, to be honest.
That was below the belt, Tyler. And oh, by the way, you're closer to 40 than you are to 30, bro. So let's get that real.
No.
Yeah, you are, motherfucker. Yeah,
no, I'm not.
You gotta be.
Not.
Okay, no, I'm not.
You born in 89, so you gotta be what?
90.
Right? About 34,
I'm a 90
35.
baby. I'm
You a 90 baby? So you what?
33 years old.
Oh, when you turn 34, it's coming. It's coming.
It's coming. It is coming.
Did you guys see?
I look like shit. I can see why you said that because I look fucking awful for my age.
No.
I look fucking terrible.
I thought the last podcast you said you were born in 89, so I just did quick math in my head. I'm like, motherfucker's 35 then, right?
That was quick math, but it was pretty bad math, even if I was born in 89.
Did you guys see? Hey, who did Jimmy G sign with? He just signed a 1-year deal. Who?
He's with the Rams. He's backing up.
How about Aaron Donald?
So who's going to be quarterbacking for the Raiders this next year? Anybody? Do they even have a quarterback?
That O'Connell kid, I think, is like they were okay with. I bet they draft a quarterback too.
Yeah, they're going to be drafting down there where they could probably get either that.
You get like a Bo Nix. Bo Nix could come in and play day one there.
Yeah.
They're going to have
Michael Penix Jr.
Michael Penix.
Yeah,
that would be a Raider right there. Would be the Raider draft.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
would be it
And
right
I-
there.
Well,
Dude, I think
don't
he's gonna
discount-
stick though. A Raiders draft would them drafting the guy with the biggest arm. Actually, I mean, I guess Penix probably is that, but just a dude that
He's
just
right
is
there.
huge, can throw
And
the ball
don't-
as far as anybody, and that would be a Raiders draft.
Don't underestimate the Raiders trading next year's entire draft to move up. Also, I mean, I could see something like. I mean, if I
That Jaden
really-
Daniels kid, right? Like he's,
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
he's not a
Yeah,
bad
I
1A.
I think, like we said on the Texans, I think the Raiders are coming too. I think depending on what they get for a quarterback, that their defense is going to be insane. And,
listen, I think I hate saying this, but I think the Jets, if Aaron Rodgers comes back healthy next year, Jets might be a force, man.
Yeah.
But the Raiders, man, they traded away. They let Josh Jacobs go.
Yeah, yeah.
and haven't replaced him. So they
No.
got a second-year quarterback. Aiden O'Connell is gonna. Right now, I don't see anybody else. And
I don't think he'll be the starter. They're gonna do.
I mean,
He
I-
played
who did-
pretty well. I think he played pretty well.
Yeah.
who do the Raiders really have that is going to make teams go, we better be on our defensive game today, guys. Bullshit.
Right.
I don't think they have.
You know what's
anybody.
great? You know who you
Well, they have
forget
Devontae
about?
Adams.
You know who you
Their
forget
defense
about
is
is
scary.
Devontae Adams is
Yeah.
is on
Yeah,
that
yeah.
team.
And they got a
And
good
those, but dude, he is one of the best fucking receivers in the league. He's
He
like
is.
top 3 probably.
Yeah, he is. He's
and
really good.
he
And-
gets forgotten about because you're like,
And they,
yeah,
well, they have
he's
a good
throwing
tight
the
end
fucking
too, do they
football.
not? Don't they have a good tight end?
Yeah, he was a rookie last year, but that's a Mayer kid, right?
Yeah. He's good.
Yeah.
He's really good. Yeah. So
But
No,
yeah,
it'll be fun to watch.
Are we just gonna continue to tiptoe around that St. Patrick's Day?
Oh, fuck.
Are we just gonna keep just towing the line of going like, well, I hope nobody brings it up. It's fun
You
St.
motherfuckers
Patrick's
Irish?
Day. And we got St. Patrick on the goddamn podcast.
well, I don't know, Saint. We got Patrick on the podcast, but I don't know what he's saying.
Okay, so
Let's
Tyler,
pump the
what you
brakes
Well,
on
learned
the-
about
Just pump the brakes
what
on the
you
old Saint.
learned,
man.
what you learned about Uncle Pat last week should tell you that there is no saint in front of his fucking name. There's none
Yeah.
of that
Good
happening.
Yeah, that's
Not even a little bit.
That's a tall.
You got any
task.
Irish?
It's,
You know,
I'm
it's
not
so
even
funny,
Irish a
too.
little bit.
Yeah.
You're not? I would not
Ew.
guess that. I would have
I
guessed
did.
lots
I did
Irish.
drink some green beer yesterday, though. Went down to the St.
No.
Patty's Day parade. We drank a few green beers. Ain't gonna lie. So
You know what's funny is so I've done like the whatever it's called, like the 23andMe that shows you like what your DNA is.
What?
I'll tell you, boys, you guys are way more Scottish than you thought. It's not Irish. I always thought it was Irish. No, very Scottish.
That's
Holy
from your
shit.
mother.
That's from you, motherfucker.
No,
Go
that is
look
from
in the
your mother.
goddamn mirror.
Your mother, and I mean this with all due respect to anybody out there, your mother is the whitest woman on the planet.
She is
Wow.
so fucking white.
I'm not sure if that's a.
I don't know if that's appropriate, but
Yeah, she is so like northwest European.
Nordic. She's Nordic. She's
Oh,
like,
Is-
like.
yeah, no, full blown.
Is she like the St. Pauli girl on the beer? You know what I mean? Is it St. Pauli like super like white
Something.
skin?
something like that. Yeah.
That's
I mean,
all right though.
we knew what was when Ty's 23andMe came back and stuff. But yeah, that woman is that's anyway, I'll just leave that there.
That's
very
fine.
Scottish. So St. Patrick's Day is what I always thought I was Irish or some form of that. Scottish is pretty close.
Well, just because you drink like you're Irish doesn't necessarily make you Irish. So.
Right. And
Fucking
that's the
Scottish
other thing.
people
I've
drink
used
like fish too.
I've
Oh,
used
that's
it like a fucking crutch my whole life. I was like, well, I'm Irish. I'm Irish. And then just went, oh, fuck, I'm not even a little bit. I'm like, not at all.
Was that your excuse when you passed out at a friend's house and puked on their couch? Oh, I'm Irish.
That wasn't the excuse.
That's not okay. Scottish people drink a lot too, though. I'm just throwing that out there.
So
Yeah, Braveheart, baby.
Tyler brought it up.
Oh yeah,
Aaron Donald retiring.
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh God.
What is he? He's
Mad
34,
respect.
right? I'm pretty sure he's 34. He's,
Did you see what Kyler Murray said?
What's
Did
that?
you see what he tweeted? Kyler Murray.
Tyler?
He said, "Thank God." He said,
Yeah.
"Thank God."
And that's coming from Speedy Gonzalez.
Yeah.
Yeah, 5'8", Kyler Murray.
Have you guys ever seen any of those memes that say Kyler Murray looks like a toddler that is you're trying to get your phone back from a toddler the way he runs?
No,
I
but
watch
I'm
him
like,
dance around in the pocket, and I'm like, oh fuck, that is how I try and get my kid. They're like,
But I mean, he is
You little
fast. He's
bastard.
got some wheels. Where did
Oof.
is he still in Arizona?
Arizona. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I figured they would try to trade him.
they just got Desmond.
I actually
Ritter,
would have too.
Ritter.
And Hollywood.
How about
Brown-
Marquise Brown going to the Chiefs? That's the
Yeah.
poor man's Tyreek Hill. They've been
Oh, yeah.
looking for that guy since
Speed
Tyreek
guy.
Hill left. And
Right.
oh, dude, watch him go the fuck off this year.
Yeah.
I'm hoping that they don't win, but 6 games.
Me
but
either.
It's
I
probably
fucking hate
going to
the
be
Chiefs.
another fucking Super Bowl. I don't even know.
So tired of. I mean, no offense to all you Swifties out there, but I'm over fucking Taylor
Yeah, I'm
Swift.
done with it too.
God. Yeah.
Funny thing is the whole Taylor Swift thing, she doesn't get shown as much as people claim.
Yeah,
What
she
she,
gets shown a lot,
does
man.
do, I know, but what she does do, yeah, it's not like Super Bowl, for example. It wasn't like 50 times she was on television. It was less than 10. But what it
Okay.
does is she has people that are fans that start watching just to get a glimpse of her that don't give two flying fucks about football.
Well, yeah,
NFL is king. There you go.
Well, it's,
So you pump
you know,
that shit up.
She's being shown too many times when there's a line in Vegas
Right.
at
Oh, they had a line
under
on that
how many-
shit?
over and under how many times that they show.
Right.
I didn't know they had a
So-
line on it.
Yeah.
Holy
Of
shit.
course.
Oh,
Of
yeah.
course, sir. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh,
Hey,
shit.
real quick, guys, I want to, I apologize for missing us last week. Just shit I couldn't avoid. But the fight's $299, and I'm sure you guys
Oh,
talked
man.
about it already. But can we start talking about Shane O'Malley?
Yeah. Absolutely. That's what we. I mean, me and Ty.
Talk
well,
about
let's
talk
bring
about
up
St.
again.
Patrick's Day.
So
Sean
we were
O'Malley.
talking. We were talking that okay. So if he's not, and this is not me saying that he is right there in the conversation for pound, but I think he's rapidly approaching that area, man.
I think
Like,
you got to
Dude,
start talking to him the way
the last three guys he's beat,
yeah.
were like all of them. You were like, that's a
Yeah.
little maybe too much of a test, and then went, oh fuck, he won.
and convincingly, right?
Yeah.
And he-
Yeah.
and he
convincingly.
Yeah.
Listen, he picked Cheeto apart for 5 rounds.
Oh my
Yeah,
He
god!
picked him apart.
Cheeto Vera is one of the toughest fucking dudes on the planet.
He
Yeah,
is.
and
He might
that-
be the
he-
toughest dude on the planet. That motherfucker
Yeah.
doesn't go
He's
down.
never been knocked down in his fucking
Never.
career.
And
Never.
especially
No,
that
Is that
flying knee-
crazy?
that flying knee
The-
from O'Malley.
That knee
Yeah.
that he ate, that
Yeah,
knee
dude.
he ate, puts anybody else pretty
Oh
much.
my god!
Yeah.
I
Didn't
mean, you
even
can
knock him
hear it.
down.
Oh my god!
Didn't even knock him back.
No,
Yeah, didn't even
Not
knock him
down.
down.
Didn't
Yeah.
even put him back. It was
Yeah.
just
yeah,
But-
he's right there, man. He's if he wasn't in the conversation,
He's in the conversation right now.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
he reminds me of a young GSP who, when he first started fighting, you saw this guy, right? He was brilliant, but he just got better. His wrestling got better.
Yeah.
Every time you saw him, he was just better.
Yeah.
A different part of his game came out, and that's what I'm seeing out of Sean O'Malley.
Yeah, he's
Holy
he,
fuck,
and you're
GSP.
right. Every
I
fight,
was just sitting here like this, fanboy, when you were just talking.
Well, I'm
That's
a
probably
huge
my favorite
GSP
UFC
fan.
fighter ever.
Oh yeah,
George St. Pierre, he was amazing.
and you're right, because I think every time he fights one of these, and he's fighting big names, ain't like he's fighting bums from Brooklyn. I mean, he's fighting some big household names, and every time he fights one of these guys, in every fight, you're just like, oh, I didn't know he had that in the sack. Holy shit.
Right.
I didn't know he had that in his fucking little handbag. What the hell? I mean, he just shows more and more and more, man. And obviously the other fighter is a little bit taken back too because they have no answers for him.
Yeah,
You
no,
know?
And
I just,
Cheeto being as fucking tough as that motherfucker is,
Yeah,
he just got ate up, decimated. I mean,
for 5 rounds.
you have got to
How
tip your
good is
cap to
that though for
dude.
the UFC that they went, all right, we're gonna put a tough motherfucker out there, and the other guy though is like one of the best strikers.
Oh man.
Yeah.
And to just watch him just get beat the fuck up.
Yeah, just beat up.
Just watch the dude just get beat up for 25
minutes. O'Malley just threw him a beating for 5 straight rounds. Threw him.
the thing is, you guys, here's the cardio on O'Malley.
I know it.
That was the big knock on. That was the big knock. Okay, what's going to happen if he doesn't get somebody out of there in 2 rounds?
Yeah, but
like 5 rounds, and he was upright, pushing forward the whole time.
Yeah,
he was. That was a clinic, guys. I believe, and I think he's got to be in the conversation.
So have they talked about? Yeah. Have they talked about who O'Malley? Like, have they lined anything up?
Dude, I don't think anybody wants him. I don't think anybody wants that fight right now.
He's talking about going up a weight class and fighting
Tapura.
Yeah,
that'd be a good one. That'd be a good fight. Fuck.
He's going right because that's like the way it's gone. The champ thing is such a huge deal. There's only been a couple handfuls of them, but like that's such a big. I think that means a lot that they're like, okay, I'm not the best in my weight class. I'm also the best in this weight class.
Oh yeah,
I went up to fight him.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, and sometimes they go down, but
Conor
still,
McGregor,
if you can do that.
To Conor McGregor's credit, he's fought in a lot of weight classes.
He has.
And it's not boxing. The weight class. The weight classes are like every fucking 2.5 pounds.
Yeah, no,
dude. In the UFC, it's like 10 pounds, 15 pounds.
Yep, that's right. And now we got Tyson and Jake Paul.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, but I have a hard time.
If that even resembles the Jones thing, that fucking dance fucking shit that he did with John Jones, I'm not watching it. Well, now I'm watching his training. Right? Yeah, he comes out, Roy Jones. Sorry, Roy Jones. If he comes out and fucking like he's been training, and I see all these videos on social media and stuff, he should fucking own Jake Paul. I mean, it shouldn't last 2 rounds.
Well, but here's the thing.
But it's going to be a song and dance for money, man.
In that Roy Jones Jr. Mike Tyson fight, they weren't even really throwing punches, though, man. They were like throwing. I mean, they're acting like they were, and then they wouldn't even snap their heads back when they'd hit their face. It's like, okay, so you guys are going like half speed.
Isn't that so crazy? Could you ever imagine? Could you ever imagine Mike Tyson in his prime the way that you guys saw him? I was pretty young, man. I was like a young kid. But the way that you guys saw Mike Tyson in his prime, could you ever imagine him going half speed for just money in some fucking charity event?
No.
That guy was a foreign fighter.
So again, here we're talking about Tyson and this Jake Paul, right? Jake Paul's been okay. Let's even just say that he's been studying boxing nonstop for let's just call it 10 years. I don't know if it's been that long, but okay. You mean to tell me that even Mike Tyson, you can watch clips on him right now. He looks incredible when he's hitting the heavy bag, okay? You mean to tell me that this is going to be a legitimate fight with Jake Paul fighting one of the scariest guys to ever step in the ring, and it's going to be legit? Get the fuck out of here, man.
Yeah, I have a hard time believing that.
There's no way. There's no way.
Paul wins. I have a hard time.
There's no way.
Believing that. Even at Tyson will be 57 by the time they
That's what I was gonna say. I can't discredit also like Jake Paul could fucking win.
No,
he's fighting an old man. Like, dude, how many times has Mike Tyson been hit in the head? Like, it could take one fucking shot to knock a 57-year-old man out.
Do you know how much weed?
Yeah,
Mike
I know
Tyson
he's Tyson.
smokes?
I'm just playing devil's advocate. I think Tyson fucks him up, but I'm just saying Jake Paul can throw hands. Like, he's not just some fucking YouTuber anymore.
Okay, but
anymore,
at
dude, he's not just
57,
a bum.
at 57, Mike Tyson still still probably hits harder than, if not all of the heavyweight division that's fighting right now, almost all of them. I'd be willing to bet on that.
That's what they say, right? The power is the last thing to go.
I mean, I feel like he can still tee up a moonshot and not. I bet you, honestly, like if you put up a punching machine and I bet you Mike Tyson, as hard as he hits, he could absolutely contend with the heavyweights that are fighting in their prime right now in boxing.
Well, all the guys fighting in their prime right now are old as shit anyway.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, if you
Is
think about
Lee
it,
frozen? Are you guys seeing that? Is it just on
Yeah,
my
it
screen?
is. I don't know what's going on.
it's got to be something to do with that Great Falls Wi-Fi or something, huh?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
I just thought he was being real quiet. Oh, later, Lee.
Oh,
All right, later,
Lee-
dude.
Lee bailed, apparently. So should we hit up some curtain calls, you think?
yeah. Let's do some curtain calls. Yeah, guys, go ahead. Ty, who do you got?
I'm good and going back for like the whole. I already blew my load a little bit. But I was talking like the St. Patrick's thing. I was gonna say like happy St. Patrick's Day. I'm on vacation, I tell you. So I don't have to go to work tomorrow. Not only do I not have to go to work tomorrow, I'm not even in the same state as where I work. So I can't go to work tomorrow.
Right on.
So St. Patrick's Day, the NFL, there's a lot of it. Shout out.
Take your pick. All right.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Patrick.
I'm gonna give my shout out to Kirk Cousins, because that guy, for as little as he's talked about as being one of the elite quarterbacks in the NFL, is like you said, Jim, his numbers are always right there. I mean, he's gonna put up 4,000 yards, probably 30 touchdowns every single season, throw a limited amount of picks, completion percentage is going to be up there 65%. He's going to do that for the Minnesota. He's going to do that for Buffalo. It doesn't worry. And I think that's why he got signed to what he got signed for, because you know what he's going to do. I don't care what weapons you give him. He's going to come in and he's going to put up really good numbers. Elite numbers, maybe, but definitely really good numbers. And this is his fourth straight contract of making large coin, man. Like this is like his fourth,
guaranteed money.
Fourth guaranteed over at least $150 million, man. I mean, the guy is a straight baller, dude. So good for him.
Is he the
man.
best negotiator in the fucking world,
Hey,
dude? His
his
agent
agent-
needs a raise.
I mean,
His agent needs the shout out. His agent. Needs
Yeah,
the call.
dude. Shout out Kirk Cousins' fucking agent.
Kirk Cousins lives a charmed life, man. And you know what? Next year, he's going to go out there throw for 4,200 yards, 34 touchdowns, 8 picks, 65%. Whether he makes Pro Bowl or not, that's going to be his numbers. And I would – there's not a team in the world that would be upset about that.
No, and you know what? Atlanta is loaded, guys. Atlanta's got some talent both sides of the football. They could be
watch that tight end. Watch that tight end. Watch what he does.
Kyle Pitts. Yeah, dude. I hope they bring the Dirty Bird back.
Oh man,
the Dirty Bird.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's an awesome celebration.
Yeah.
With Bijan, Drake London. I mean,
Kyle Pitts.
They've got.
They're going to be tough, man. Yes, sir.
So I'm going to go Homer, guys. I'm going to go straight up Omar Khan, GM of the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yeah, he did well.
My curtain call. They get rid of the GM they had, and this guy's just going out and saying, hey, why not? For 1.2, we'll take Russell Wilson.
Jesus Christ. Are you
for a 6th-round pick?
Crazy.
Bring me Justin Fields too.
Oh my God. 1.2, like Wilson's gonna be playing for $1.2 million. That's what Pittsburgh's gonna be paying him next year.
Yep.
That is so stupid.
That's what I'm saying. Like the Steelers are gonna pay Justin Fields more next season than they are Russell Wilson, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then not only does he do that, then he goes and starts poaching some Ravens, that AFC North, baby.
Yeah,
they know
I can't believe Patrick Queen signed with the Steelers.
Oh my God, right?
Dude, I saw that and I was like, okay. I fucking hate this guy. Dude,
God.
you want to talk about
Dude.
some, dude? I can't even fucking imagine. We talk about it being like the best rivalry in maybe sports. Period.
Talk about Johnny Damon going to the fucking Red Sox.
Yeah, dude. Like it's some shit that you were like, I was gonna wish this motherfucker farewell, like have a good career. Not now. I hope this is going a little far. Maybe I hope this motherfucker gets Ryan Shazier.
No,
Because we're ops. Because now he's
Jesus.
on the other fucking team, and that's fucked up. He could have went anywhere else. He could have went to 30 other franchises.
Oh,
But
there's
you know-
other teams that would have.
You know what? We see that though. The Steelers, if they're not going to
We
play,
see it now. It's happened a bunch this offseason.
Oh,
you know
man.
what? If you're a Steeler, the only other team you want to really play for is Baltimore.
Oh yeah.
If you're Baltimore,
They don't
you-
fucking sign Steelers, and
that?
typically
Oh.
the Steelers don't sign Ravens. Like
Yeah.
that. I think it's just like they're like, I've hated them my fucking whole career. I'm not gonna go there until
Well,
they
Patrick
fucking
Queen.
do, dude. Fuck Patrick Queen. I'll say that right now. I'll say shout out to me for saying fuck Patrick Queen.
Hey, so but they've got that rookie that they're just going to plug and play.
Yeah,
was a
pretty
Trent
much.
Simpson
That's
from
what he-
Clemson, yeah, is gonna be.
Yeah.
He was
CJ
really
Mosley.
good.
CJ
Yeah.
Mosley was a 4-time Pro Bowler for the Ravens, and they were like, "You were pretty good, obviously, but we can't re-sign you."
Yeah.
Jets with the left, and you're like, "Holy fucking 5 years! This guy was a 4-time Pro Bowler," and just let him walk, and then went, "Oh, we're gonna draft Patrick Queen," and he didn't
Oh.
really pan out, and then they went, "Well, Roquan Smith is out there. We're gonna get him the best
Yeah.
fucking linebacker in the league, and I'll stand on that."
Yeah, he's
he is.
good. He's really good.
He is, and the thing is that's what I'm a little bit worried about too. Ty, is that Patrick Queen didn't come into his own until Roquan got there.
He was on his way to being like a bust
Yep.
until Roquan Smith got there.
And that worries me because he really doesn't have a whole lot to
His
play.
track
next
record's
season.
not great.
No.
He had a
So-
really good last year with Roquan Smith.
with Roquan Smith. That's right.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
anyway,
Pittsburgh has a niche of finding fucking linebackers in the draft, man. At one point in time, I thought Pittsburgh, there was a fucking island in the Pacific. They were just pulling fucking guys off and having playing linebacker. I mean, every year they lose Joey Porter and some rookie fucking goes out and tallies 17 sacks. It's like, where the fuck are they getting these guys at, man?
yeah,
They have a way of finding linebackers.
we'll see. They've been there lately. It's been busts. Trade up to get that Devin Bush kid, bust.
Yeah.
But so all right, guys, thanks a lot for hanging around. Lee,
Hey,
MIA.
hopefully
Whatever
you're
happened.
okay.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
hope you're okay. Anyway, so check us out on Facebook, Instagram, Cocktails and Curveballs. We also you can email us at Gmail, cocktails and curveballs, gmail.com. And check us out on Spotify, YouTube. Always we'll be on YouTube, but check us out on Spotify. That way, you just listen to us going down the road or whatever. And hope everybody has a great St. Patrick's Day. Stay safe. Use your Ubers, your Lyfts, whatever, taxis, and be smart. So with that being said, thanks, guys. Cheers.
Cheers.